So amidst all the excitement of Eurovision 2016, before the stars got there, there were the Eurovision Stand In rehearsals, which have brought out many stars such as Ellen Benedictson, and I'm with one of them from this year is Josephine Thunell, who covered Sound of Silence and Icebreaker.
Calling, calling, keep calling, 'cause now my heart awakes to the sound of silence, and it beats to the sound of silence, and it beats to the sound of silence. Yes, I hear your mayday, mayday. I'll be your icebreaker when you're stuck in frozen water, frozen water.
How are you, Josephine? Thank you for being with us.
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Not a problem. So if you'd just like to give us a little bit of background of where you're from and your upbringing and your involvement in music, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, I'm 21 years old. I grew up in a town called Eskilstuna. It's just about an hour from Stockholm. And I've been involved with music since I was little. I started singing when I was about 8, maybe. And then I started dancing and played piano, and it just went on from there. Both my parents are or were involved in music, so it came pretty naturally.
So because you said your parents were involved in music, did they sort of push you in that direction, or was that solely your choice at 8? You said, I want to be a singer or composer or something. Was that solely your decision, which they just supported?
Well, yeah, I'd like to think it was my decision, because they never pushed me in some direction. I did a lot of things. I played football. I tried a lot of things, but music really, I really loved music, and I knew early on that that's what I wanted to do.
And you mentioned then that you did piano as well. So do you still play the piano now and still do your own music or things like that?
Yeah, I play piano and guitar as well. Um, and I use it for, writing songs, and it's really great. I'm thankful that my parents actually pushed me to play piano, because I really didn't want to for a period, because I thought it was really boring, but now I'm happy.
That's good. You said to us beforehand, you moved to Stockholm when you were 16 for part of your
Yeah.
studying and learning. Could you just go into a bit more detail about that? Like,
Yeah, currently I'm studying musical theater at Kulturama in Stockholm, and it's my last term now, so I'll be finishing this journey for and for the fall now. I'll be just working and trying to get my music out there, and I decided to move to Stockholm because we have a gymnasium. It's like high school. I don't know
yeah,
what when you're like 15, 16, you start gymnasium, and they didn't have the gymnasium I wanted to attend. They didn't have that in my hometown. So uh, I searched for like schools with musical theater, because I love musical theater. So that's one of my passions, and I wanted to do that. So they had a school with musical theater profile in Stockholm. So I got in there, and then I just have to move here.
going on to the actual rehearsals now and everything about it. Obviously, because we don't really know how it all works, we just sort of hear it's starting now and a little bit of a background of what's happening. So how did it happen? Did you have the audition where you were approached? What's the approach of getting to be one of the lucky 42 to be on the Globe and Arena?
We had an audition at my school, because they chose my school and one other school to participate in this, and so we had an audition for people from SVT, and then they picked out those they wanted to work with, and they decided what songs we were supposed to sing. So I was just lucky to be, I got 2 songs. Some people just were like a guitar player in the background, and I got 2 solo songs, so I'm really happy.
And obviously, you had to work with the artist staging, and obviously with Sound of Silence, there's a lot of holograms and moving with that. How much time in advance did you get their staging that you could prep for?
I got a video of Dummy doing the choreography, and I just had to copy it. And that was like, I don't know, maybe a couple of weeks, no, like a month before maybe. And I learned all those steps. And then when I got to the rehearsal, like a couple of weeks before, we had to redo it all because they changed their mind. The Australia delegation changed the whole number, so I had to erase that and learn a new one. So, well, it was fun because I don't know, maybe that's how it works. Like in the real world, they always want to improve their numbers. So, but it was fun. It was great.
And the songs you were assigned, which was obviously Icebreaker and Sound of Silence, are both ballad style songs. Would you say that's your type of music you like to perform? It's like a sort of slow tempo number, or are you sometimes more up tempo, more contemporary? What's your musical style, would you say?
I would say that those two songs are pretty close to my own style. I like the pop, and I also like, it has a country flavor, like a country touch, pop with a country touch, and that those two songs don't have that, but it's very close to what I want to do.
And obviously, both songs have those very long, powerful notes, nearly about the 2 minute or 2 minute 15 mark. Were you worried about hitting those notes at all, or was it just something that you knew you could accomplish? Because
when I first listened to them, I was like, okay, yay, I'm gonna have to practice, but it's not as hard as it sounds like first. So I practiced a lot, but they're in my register, like my range, so they're pretty comfortable for me to sing. Again, they're pretty close to the style that I want to do. So it was challenging, but it was not hard. It was fun.
that's good. And obviously, one of the main talking points about Icebreaker this year was the shift in the tempo from chorus to verse. How did you find that as a singer, that the tempo and the sort of melody completely changes on you?
I was shocked at first when I heard it. I was like, what are they doing? But then I grew to like, now I think it's genius because, it keeps the audience on their feet, and it grabs the attention. So, but as singing it, it was not the transition from the verse to the refrain was not that hard, but the transition from the refrain to the second verse, that was pretty hard. But in Globen, then I got countings in my ear, so they counted in my ear, so that was not so hard in Globen. But when I was practicing it,
That's good. A lot of these artists and stars have come out and said how amazing it was just to be a part of Eurovision and be on the Globen stage. So how was it for you, 21 years old and being there before any of the stars got there? What was it like to be on the Globen and seeing it all before any of the stars? How was that?
that was amazing. We were at a rehearsal like a couple of weeks before in the Globe, but right outside. So, and the doors to the stage were open, so we could watch them like programming all the lights and all the stuff. So, and that was when I first felt like, oh my God, this is real. I'm here. And then when we actually got to the actual filming, it all went so fast. It was like people coming to get you to different stations, like in-ear rehearsals, then backstage, and so I didn't have time to think very much. But like walking up on the stage, it was, I don't know how to describe it. It was like I was so focused on all the cameras and all the stuff, because there were like 19 cameras and you were supposed to look into one at a special time, and I was so focused on that, so maybe I didn't really realize I was on the big Eurovision stage. now afterwards, it feels just amazing to have been a part of that.
So obviously, it's you are a Eurovision fan. Obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have put yourself forward for this. Do you have any fond memories of Eurovision, or what were your first memories of Eurovision as a child or recently?
Well, maybe my first encounter with Eurovision was maybe the junior Eurovision when I was little. Uh, I remember watching that and wanting to be a part of that. um, but then the real Eurovision, I've watched it every single year because my mom is a Eurovision nerd, and so we watch it. And I don't know if I have a specific memory, but it's been a part of my life, every year. It's Eurovision time. Yay.
And also, you said earlier about people who've done Eurovision stand-ins have gone on to do quite well. Ellen Benedictson's being one, did it in 2013, and then the two following years as part of Melodifestivalen. And a lot of people online are now saying they want you to be put forward. Is that something you'd consider doing ever, going to Melodifestivalen and hopefully representing Sweden one year?
Yeah, absolutely. If they'll have me, I'll be there.
Uh,
I'd love to be a part of that.
that's good. And you think you try it time and time again, like a Sanna Nilsson, 7 times?
Yeah, as long as it takes.
That's fantastic. And just going on Eurovision did you have any favourite standout songs at all? Just any songs at all that you thought, wow, or that's my winner? Did you get that vibe from any of them?
Yeah, I of course I wanted Australia to win because I like that really much, and I sang it. But I also like Ukraine a lot, and I honestly didn't think that it would win because it has such a deep and political message, and I really didn't think it would resonate with like the people at home. But it did, and I'm so happy that it did because it has such a strong message, and I think it was important that it won. And it's a great song.
Okay, and obviously in Sweden, the music industry is quite big, and there's quite a lot of names in Sweden that are known across Europe, such as Ace Wilder, Victoria, Oscar Zia. Is there anyone in particular that you'd like to duet with at all in the future if you got approached with a Swedish artist?
Oh my God, that's what a hard question. Um, there are so many great performers. Um, I love like Sarah Dawn Finer.
Yeah.
She's a really great singer. It would be fun to sing with her.
And is there any particular composers that you'd like to work with again in Sweden? So there's quite a lot of common names that appear in Melodifestivalen as well, like the Deb family, Fredrik Kemper, like any of them would you like to work with in the future if the opportunity came along?
Well, any of them actually. They're all great writers, and if, if any one of them wanted to write with me, I'd be happy.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I think that's all I've got for you, Josephine. So thank you very much. And good luck
Thank
with the rest of your singing career. And fingers crossed we could see you in Melodifestivalen in 2017. You never know.
Hopefully.
Thank you much, everyone, for watching.
Thank
Cheers.
you.